Hey, this is Kris, and today we're going to bust our limiting beliefs. Coming up. Welcome to the Power of Quiet. On this channel, we're here to discover our true inner nature and elevate our consciousness so that we can be happier and so we can have way more abundance in our lives. Now, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button because everything that we do here is experiential, meaning we don't just talk about this stuff. We actually jump right in and do it. And we do it in a way that we prove that these principles actually work. We demonstrate results here. Now, what we're going to take a look at today is our limiting beliefs, our concepts of limitation. And specifically, we're going to take a look at how our mind talks to us and how it's constantly seeking to justify and prove that these limitations are true, that they're real. Now, just notice this. Say you set a goal for yourself to have $100,000 or $1 million. And notice how your mind will give you every reason why you can't do it. The economy's bad, you don't have the skills, you don't have the know-how, you don't have the right connections, it's just not the right time. And then it even goes into deeper concepts like, well, it's not spiritual or it's not right to have lots of money. Only greedy people have it. Or money corrupts. And we have these deep programs inside of ourselves. And our mind is constantly looking to validate them. Even when others are going for their goals, our mind's looking for them to fail and use that as an excuse and says, see, I told you so. They can't do it, neither can you. And even more negatively, our mind loves to see people who do succeed crash and burn, totally fail, or have disasters in their lives. Why? And look at what that does to us. It just allows our mind to come back to us and say, look, you can't do that, or that's no good. See, I told you so. So here's the thing. We got to get bigger than this. We got to get bigger than the mind. We got to get bigger than these beliefs. And our first step right now is making a courageous decision. We just have to get bigger than our mind, get bigger than our ego. And how do we do that? We get courageous here. We decide, you know what? I don't care if everything in the world points to that limitation being true. I don't care if it is true. You know what? I'm going to find an answer anyway. And I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care what obstacles are in my way. I don't care what feelings I have to confront. I'm doing it anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm finding an answer. So think about a big money goal right now, whether it's $10,000, $100,000, $1 million. And think about having it right now. Now, when you think about having it right now, what's stopping you? What's in the way of having it right now? And notice your mind is feeding you all sorts of excuses, all sorts of information. Why it's impossible, why you can't, why you're not good enough. Now just take a look at the first thing that comes up for you here. That limitation that's stopping you from having your money goal right now. Now, everything in our mind comes from the past. That's all our mind is a recording and playback machine. So everything that it tells us is just an experience from the past. So go back as far as you can to the first time you could remember having this experience or having this thought, this limitation here. And you may notice, maybe you're a kid or something, somebody told you something. They told you you can't have lots of money, that you have to work hard for it, We're not the kind of people that do that sort of a thing. Or maybe you had an experience where you went for it, you failed, or something happened. And notice that's coming back up to your mind right now. And see, this is your mind saying, see, I told you so. It happened here, and it happened here, and it happened here. But go back to that first instance. Now, when you think about it, bring your awareness to your stomach or chest right now. And notice if there's any tightness, any clutching, any contraction right now when you think about that. Now, what that is showing you is, in that moment that that happened, like somebody told that to you, or you had that experience, you didn't like it, and you pushed your feelings down. And you've been pushing them down all this time. You've been holding on to that energy. And it's this holding on that's actually feeding into the belief and holding it in place. And it's not natural. That's why it feels uncomfortable. It feels clutching and gripping. So now, open up. Open up that imaginary door and allow that energy now to just move right on out the door. Just allow it to pass through and allow it to leave. And just allow it to leave even more. And even more. And even more. And it's just energy. Remember, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just energy passing through. And just allow it to leave even more. And even more. And notice when you open up that door, it just leaves nice and easy. Just allow it to leave even more now. And even more. And even more. Now pull up some more. Now that you have some energy moving and flowing, pull up some more, wherever that came from. See if you could bring up more and allow that to pass through. Now a ship, when it wants to sail away, it has to pull up its anchor first because the anchor is holding it in place. And when it pulls up the anchor, it does it one link at a time. And it keeps pulling until the whole anchor is out of the water, and then it's totally free to move. So the same thing with this energy now. Just pull up some more, like pull up some more links now. And just open up, allow it to leave, and pull up some more, and some more now. Just allow it to come up, and just open up and allow it to pass through. Remember, it's just energy. Allow it to leave. And even more. And even more. And even more. And even more. And pull up even more. Just open up and allow that to pass through. And even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how it feels. Now you can stay with us until the whole thing is up. But just notice how you feel now. You feel lighter? And take a look at that story of that limitation. And see if it's as true as it was a moment ago. Or see if you feel more peaceful, easier about it. That's showing you, if it's not as true, then maybe it never was true. And every bit of it is not true at all. And this is how you start to prove it to yourself. Now, can you see that this whole thing is just a story in your mind? It's only in your mind that you're experiencing it right now. And it's your story. It belongs to nobody else but you. See, the difference between someone who succeeds and has lots of abundance and someone who's struggling with it is the person who succeeds doesn't have stories of limitations. They don't have those sounds playing in their head, so success is easy for them. Whereas those of us who struggle Well, there's only one reason why we're struggling. We have concepts of limitation inside of ourselves, and it's just our picture. So right now, get in touch with that picture. Whatever that looks like to you. It's in your mind. Just look right at that picture. And since it's in your mind, you're the boss. So look right at it and say, I'm the boss. It's just my picture, and I love you. I really, really love you. I just love you. And notice how powerful that love is. Love is the answer. Love is the essence of your strength. It's every bit of it. And since it's your picture now, imagine that picture evaporating and dissolving. Just imagine that picture dissolving away, disappearing into nothing. And even more. And even more. And just notice how you feel now. And see if it's even less true than it was before. So like I said, if you're struggling and you're not getting results, there's only one reason. You have concepts of limitation inside of you. So you got to get courageous. You got to make that first decision. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I'm going to look within. I'm going to dig out whatever is hidden inside of me. All this negativity, these limiting beliefs, because it's just stuff that I resisted in the past, that I took in and I programmed into myself. I did it. And if I did it, I'm the only one who can undo it. So you got to take responsibility and remove this stuff. Because why live with limitations? Why beat your head against the wall and go for goals and not get them while you have limiting beliefs inside? So I'm going to show you how to completely remove these things out at the roots in a brand new course called Be Your Own Boss. And this is a very special course that is designed to help you identify the core of all of your limitations, even your deepest limitations that are preventing you from being free and expressing your beingness to the fullest. And this course is also going to show you how to completely erase your past, because that's where all of this collection of garbage resides in your mind. It's just all the past, and it's all an illusion. It really is. And when you let that go, and you just let go of your whole past, that's the heaviness you're left with now. Being right in the present moment, unconditioned, and you're free. You're free to do, have, and be whatever you decide in this moment. So I put a link to the course below. Check it out and join me on this new course.